Nicole Scott here from Mobile Geeks. I'm here at the Oppo R7 launch, and I've decided to put it up against the HTC One M9 because you know what? There's a lot in common with both of these phones. They both have this gorgeous unibody design, but Oppo seems to have put a killer camera on it, made it shorter, and done a whole bunch of stuff. Let's take a look. So here we have two 5-inch smartphones, but they're actually quite different. Well, the first thing, the most major thing, is going to be the thickness. The Oppo R7 is 6.3, whereas the HTC One M9, well, that's 9.6. So this guy is a lot bigger and a lot heavier. This is 157 grams versus 147 grams. But the biggest difference to me is the height. So I'm going to line these up on the bottom. And this is just a little bit shorter, you can see that. But the biggest difference is where the display starts. Because the R7 has the capacitive buttons and not this huge speaker here, the phone actually feels significantly shorter when you're navigating around it. Now, under the hood, they're actually pretty different. We've got a MediaTek octa-core processor here, and on here we have the Snapdragon 810. Both have 3 gigabytes of RAM, and, well, significantly different cameras because the HTC One M9 doesn't have a good camera. It has a 20 megapixel shooter, but it kind of sucks compared to what Oppo's got here on the 13 megapixel shooter here on the back. Now, it's just significantly different in terms of speed. The Oppo R7 can take a photo in 0.7 seconds. Look at that. Wow! It's crazy fast. Now let's do this with the M9. Oh, look, it's opening. Okay. And then, oh look, it took a picture. That is the R7's going crazy, taking so many fast photos. Okay, now let's just zoom back from all the fast photos when I was palm holding this. There we go. And look at this amazing pool. Look at these cockatoo little fish. Now let's see what HTC did. So actually the M9 didn't completely disappoint. This doesn't look too bad. Right? Although it's not that clear, the bridge here, right? You can see that there's definitely some distortion. Now let's bring back the R7. So let's bring back the R7 and take a look at the bridge here. Look at how sharp and clear that bridge is compared to what we had on the One M9. So let's just put these in a side-by-side. I know, guys, it's crazy here on the show floor, okay? So let's just put these two bridges here in a side-by-side, and you can just see how much clearer the R7 is. So the reason why I really wanted to do this comparison, not only because the HTC One M9 is a 5-inch display, but it's just how much thinner it is and just how much better the camera is on the R7. I mean, for such a thin device, they've really knocked it out of the park, right? So HTC has this two-tone flash, huge camera back here, more megapixels, but it just seems like Oppo knows what they're doing in terms of post-processing on photography. Now, what else is going on here? Batteries are pretty different. The HTC M9 has a 2840 milliampere battery, and then on the R7, we've only got a 2020 milliampere battery. So we're going to have to see, well, how it lasts in terms of real world usage. Now, both of these do have a quick charge, but the Oppo's is actually much faster. So you can actually do 2 hours of talk time inside of 2 minutes of charging. So it's actually significantly different. So this has just been a quick and dirty hands-on between the HTC One M9 and the Oppo R7. Both unibody phones, both kind of reminding me of each other just with the way that they've done the edges here on the side. But what we have with Oppo is just significantly better in terms of camera. So, what do you guys think? Oppo R7, HTC One M9? Let me know in the comments. I'm your host, Nicole Scott, for Mobile Geeks.